This 16-year-old says she loved going to school. Economics and Sanskrit were her favorite subjects. She was set to become the first female in her family to graduate from high school. Now she can't bear to leave the confines of her two-room house. That's because 1 month ago, just weeks before exams, she says she was gang raped. She was going to visit her grandmother, she says, when 2 men from her village grabbed her, shoved her into a car and brought her here.
In the beginning, I didn't even understand what was happening. I remember being driven by the canal. All the guys were standing there. There were about 12 men. 8 of them raped me. Then they gave me a pill. They filmed the whole thing and left.
For the next 10 days, she was too scared to tell anyone, including her parents. Her mother noticed she wasn't herself.
She would just lie in bed all day. She wouldn't talk, she wouldn't eat. I thought she was ill. Those rapists had threatened to kill our family and show the video to the entire village if she opened her mouth.
Her mother was also discouraged from telling the police.
People told me to forget about what happened. They said no one will want to marry my daughter if they find out she was raped. So they told me to let it be, to not make it a big deal.
But what happened next changed things. The teenager's father had heard a video of his daughter's rape was making the rounds. Unable to bear the thought of how society might judge his daughter, police say he committed suicide. That's when the 16-year-old decided she must fight for justice.
It
happens a lot to lower caste girls like me, but they kept quiet to preserve their reputation. I probably wouldn't have spoken out either, but I didn't want my father's sacrifice to go to waste. She went to the police. They launched an investigation, and all 8 of the accused rapists have been arrested and are waiting trial. But hers is just one of the latest cases to cause outrage in India. At least 17 rape cases have been reported over the past month here in the state of Haryana, most of them lower caste girls, and one of the girls killed herself by setting herself on fire. There are calls for the government to do more to protect young girls.
So from here they came out.
Authorities, though, say media coverage of the incidents has been overblown and that in fact the number of rapes in the community has declined.
The nature of the crime created hype, and in 2 cases there were suicides, which led to the media coverage of these rapes in Haryana. Otherwise, the number of rapes registered in Haryana has come down by 15%. This is the truth.
Women's rights groups, though, say most rapes in India are never reported, and those stories go untold. But not this girl's. She wants the world to know, and justice done. Samnima Udas, CNN, Hisar, Haryana.